Okay, so this is going to be kind of a remake of the second video. This side I didn't quite like the proportions on this one. Thought certain dimensions need to be fixed, and so I'm going to try and remedy some of the problems that I'm having. So yes, I did delete all that and starting from scratch now, but that's just part of the development process, I guess. You will run into frustrations every once in a while. But I'll spare you the the time and replace the last video with this one. Alright. So we're kind of, most of this I'm just going to do about the same. I imagine long term not many of you guys will have seen the video before this one. Or that this one's in place of. So most of you won't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see. I want to add that lip. Go to some pictures here. Documents. SketchUp. Let's see. Just trying to remember where I put all these pictures. Take a look at these. It's an interesting picture. Okay. I like that one. And let's see. There's a different one here. If I can find it. I got so many random pictures here. And I went through them and I didn't find it. There we go. I want to take a look at this over here. Don't mind this person. Let's see. Alright, let's go back. Try and take note of this shape here as much as we can. Alright, so obviously we want to correct this bottom piece here. Select it. Alright, let's see. Lock it on the blue. Alright, we'll move it most of the way up. Maybe move it 0.1 on the blue axis there. Okay. Let's pull this out. How far do we want to pull it out? Let's see. Right. Let's pull it out. Let's pull it out quite a ways for starters. And cut off what we don't need. Okay, so the main problem was with the last one, I thought this needed to be a little longer in this direction. So that's what we're going to kind of do here. At least this time I have a pretty good idea what I'm doing. So basically, we are going to draw this out. Let's say 0.8. Sometimes you just gotta pick a number. Go with it. Okay, then we're gonna draw this line. I don't know, somewhere kind of like this, but okay. And I know there's a little thing here, of course. So let's see, let's go this up 0.6. Okay. Take it from right about here. Comes down. Something about like that. And we'll take the arc tool. And that might be a little too much. Let's start it from right about here. That looks better. We need to redo that though because it didn't quite work right. There. this. And we'll explode this curve. Delete some of these lines here. We don't want all of them. Then reconnect them here. Alright, that's pretty good. And then we need to add a line from here. Something about like that. Then let's just take this like so. Well, we don't want to move in that far. Let's take it maybe 0.05. Alright. Not sure how much not sure if I like this shape too much yet. We'll keep working with it here. We do need to have a little thing kind of like that. Okay. But it is larger, which is what we wanted. At least what I wanted. Okay, let's see. Basically, we'll copy this. Actually, we'll select that, make a component. Call this jet plate. Zero one. Place selection component. Say create. Let's go ahead and delete most of this now. Alright, everything except this back plate here. And we'll select everything but that component in a second. Delete it. Make sure I have that edge unselected there. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Alright, that'll work. Alright, let's delete what we have. We need to unselect the component though. Try to. Alright, just delete that. Alright, that's getting us close. Pretty good. Let's see if I can find another picture here. I'm not sure if I have that many pictures, but we'll try and find something. Here's something right here. Okay, so what I think we'll do, let's go back to SketchUp. Maybe adjust this a little bit. Let's see what we could do about this. Let's maybe make it kind of like, do something like that. And whoops, we want to make sure we're inside that component. Alright, there we go. And let's rework this part a little bit. Something about like so. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete all this. It's looking like we might have a stray mark here. Let's see if we go outside right here, this thing. Don't want that. There we go. And I'll make sure to delete those while we're out here. Okay, back inside of this component. Let's give this component some width. We'll say 0.5. That what we want? No, we wanted 0.05. I think that was it. Alright. And let's see. Now we need to drag a piece across the top here. Maybe what I'll do is select all this, make sure it's unsmoothed. Okay. Let's make a piece for this. We'll draw it down 0.05. Okay, take it across, or maybe what we need to do is align our axes here. Just something like that. Just need one aligned so we can draw this line. And the green looks like it's aligned, so we can just pull this across now. Most of the way, and then we can bring it back 0.05 so we leave room for this piece on the other side. Okay. It's looking pretty good. We need a little rubber seal. What we might do for that is draw down 0.05, draw out, let's see, maybe a meter. And then, let's see, draw it down to, what the heck, we'll draw it to there. And then, let's see, what we need to do is copy this. Okay, we're going to say control, we're going to say make component, call this jet seal underscore 01, replace selection of component. Okay, go inside of that component. I'm not sure if we got it or not. Let's see. Whoops. Let's go ahead and delete that. There we go. Whoops, we didn't want necessarily delete that. We want to delete this. That. Okay, now we go inside this component. Redraw a couple things here. Let's see now if I'll close in when I kind of redraw this line. Perfect. Okay, let's take this, take it 0.1. A little further, maybe another 8.15, so we'll do another 0.05 on this one. Right, that looks good. And we will bring it across here in a second. We need to draw down 0.15 here. Okay, make sure it's on the red axis. And then take this over to this edge, and then we'll bring it back 0.15. Like that. Okay. And let's copy this. Select it, take the move tool, hold it, press Control, move that over here. Make sure he has placed it on that corner so it's aligned correctly. And go ahead and, I'm not sure, oh, we better pull this out first. Let's see, I wonder if we probably can't delete this. We can, but it's going to leave that underneath open for a second. That's okay. Whoops, we didn't want to do that. We want to let's press Control and do it. There we go. Okay, delete that line, this line. We'll delete that line for now. We can delete this line and that line. Okay. Looks good. So we'll draw this line back in here. That's looking better. Okay. And we can, one thing we need to do, we need to move this side in 0.05. And then we'll have to correct for that on the inside here. So move this over 0.05. Okay. Now there'll be a link in the description for this plugin I'm going to use here pretty soon. Called, let's see, we want to do a second, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We want to cut this off, so to speak. So we're going to take the line tool and do that. It's just going to, okay, and then we'll, line tool still activated, we'll come back over here, like so. Okay. And let's select all of this component. Or we don't want to do that, we'll just go like this. Make sure we have that component unselected. Select these edges. Go underneath here. And grab that one edge over here too. And make sure this edge is unselected. Okay. Say make component. Make this a separate component. Then we'll say jet plate 2. Place selection of component. Create that. Okay, that's looking better. We have some extra. I see a problem. Mistake we made here. Oops. Didn't work too well. Better undo that and get our lines drawn right here. So we'll redo it to here. I want to redo that line because we did not draw it right. Partly because it locked to this blue axis here, which we don't want. We want to get it on that corner. Alright, that is better. Okay, then we'll come back over here. Retrace our steps. Looks like it's already chopped off there, I guess, but we'll draw it anyways. Okay, let's reselect this. Or we'll try anyways. Okay. Make sure that component's unselected. Grab these stray edges. Look inside here. Grab that. Rotate to this side. Grab that last edge. I'm going to remake that component now. Jet. Caps lock is on. There we go. Jet. Plate. 02. Place selection of component. And there we go. That's looking good. We want that component outside of this component, so we can copy it by pressing Ctrl-C, delete it, go outside all the components, say paste in place. Perfect. Okay, so we need to use this plugin now, as started to mention a second ago. It's called Mirror Selection. I'll link to this plugin so you can download it. So, as you might have guessed, it mirrors selection. So we'll go outside this component, have this or select this component, and then I'll just copy it over here. Let's realign our axes to like this right here. Alright, keep things square when we mirror this object. Now I gotta remember the right way to do this. I think take the mirror, we'll go up from this corner to that corner, then out. Okay. Want to erase the original? Why not? And I think it's just as simple as that. We'll use this to rotate it because we know that's a square object. And we can rotate it 180 degrees. And now, this should save some time in the texturing process with mirroring this thing here. Let's see if we did this right. Yes, why not? And we'll check this. So basically the way we're going to check this, you can take the paint bucket. Where is it? These two side plates here are still components of each other, just they're mirrored. But this should help us because when we texture it, let's take a random color here. If we texture this side, then the one on this side should be textured, but it isn't at the moment. So I have to figure out what's going on here. Make sure it's still a component. It is a component, or it's not. I see. So let's see, is this one still a component? Okay, that was our problem. What we need to do, we need to duplicate this and see where we went wrong. Okay, I see now. So we need to separate this part here. I see. Okay. Let's kind of undo what we did there if we can. Alright, let's go ahead and delete that. And we're going to copy this. Let's copy that. Delete it. Make sure it's outside of all other components. Then paste it back in. Be sure you say paste in place, not just paste. Okay, and now we should be able to mirror this separately. There we go. I'll just do this real quick here. Draw this over. Our axes are still aligned, or aligned right anyways, so let's do this. That corner over on the right axis. Erase the original. Rotate 180 degrees. Okay, take the move tool and just plug it in here. And now okay, let's see if I can. There we go. And now if we go inside this component, it should be mirrored to this component. But if we texture that side, it's textured on the opposite side of this one here. So that'll come in really handy when it comes to texturing. So let's just undo that for now. Just want to check that. It looked like there might be a couple things we need to clean up on this component, so we'll make a copy temporarily. Want to get rid of these stray marks right here. It's important to do so, and do it now before you forget. Alright, now we can go ahead and delete that one. Okay, so we're missing the floor. So let me put that in. So why not do that right now? Think about the best way to do this. We are going to have to chop off some of this thing here. I'm not sure how we're going to be able to do that or not. Let's see. How does this do this? Well, that might work, so let's just try this. We'll move it up. Let's try. Let's see. Let's try 0.01. Or excuse me, I wanted to say 0.1. And we'll do the same thing to this side. Okay. We're going to have to draw a line right here, and then take the push-pull tool. Whoops. Okay, that deleted that, but we should be able to fix it by going like this. Or not, it didn't work. Gotta find out why. It's not quite. I see the problem. We need to realign our axes here before we draw that line. It's very important, if you're unsure, to just align your axes to what you're working on. Okay, now let's redraw that line, and I'm sure it's going to work this time. Okay. Let's take the push-pull tool, fix that. Okay, now when we delete this line, the face stays there. Perfect. Okay. With the axes still aligned, we can go over here, do the same thing to this side. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's go outside all components. Let's make a new component. Let's see. We want to make sure let's hide this. Not sure. Let's see. Nope. Let's unhide that. Let's see. What was it that we want to unhide here? It's this piece. This back, kind of this back plate here. Well, I think we might redraw that in anyway. So let's just go ahead and delete this back plate. Let's undo that and try this again. We're gonna, whoops, select it from down here. We want to deselect these edges. Okay. Come around to this side. Delete that now. That looks better. Now, this way we can just create a new component without it interfering with everything else. We're going to draw it down. Let's see, we need to realign our axes. I think, or it might be okay, let's just see. I just need to, okay, so we're going to draw it down 0.1, I believe, that's what we want to do. Yeah. Make sure it's on the blue axis, I think. Let's see, maybe not. Let's just realign our axes here to make sure things are working correctly. Okay, so we're gonna, I see now, because this is angled, so we need to align our axes here. Okay, draw this down point. Tell you what we need to do. We need to actually draw a line from here over, and then draw a line down. Alright, that's gonna help us a lot. And let's see. We need to realign our axes now for over here. And draw a line down a certain distance. And draw this line across. And I was hoping that would fill in, but it didn't. Let's see what our problem might be. Maybe we need to draw a line across here since this is a component. There we go, that worked. Can we make this component? We're going to call it jet plate 03. Plate selection with component. Okay. Let's take the push-pull tool. Bring it over this right side right here. And all the way over to here. Okay. That's looking good. I'm liking this a lot better than this one. It's basically just enlarged. But okay. Good progress. Let's see, what else do we need here? We'll have to fill this back in here at some point. I'm going to say one thing we need is, there's a little something right here. I can do this real quick. So we'll draw something, this kind of holds in the seal. We'll draw this out to maybe 0.6. Okay, draw it up. Let's go up maybe 1.2. Okay. And we'll draw this over just like this for now, and then go up. Let's go up maybe 0.8. Okay, then draw that line from here to there. Okay. I'm going to draw one more line from here to there. Okay, now we can extrude this. We'll extrude it. Let's try 0.05. That's not too bad. I think it needs to come out a little further actually. We'll try 0.2. Whoops, that was wrong. We want to do 0.02. Okay. Make component. We'll call this jet fuel guard. Just making up names. Okay. Place that. Let's duplicate this now. At least now that it's a component. And mirror it. We better make sure our axes are aligned before we do this, so let's align it to this nice square object. Okay. Now, again, we're going to use our mirror plugin. We're going to draw it from that corner to this corner to here. Erase original, yes. And we'll rotate it. I want to rotate it 180 degrees. There we go. And just bring it in place here. So let's hook it up to that corner. And then we need to move it over 0.7 on the... Whoops, not 0.7. Keep getting mixed up here. 0.07. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And I have to say our Jetway is coming along. So it's worth it to redo things here. We'll fill in the back here now. Let me see, what is the best way? What do we need to fill in? Basically, we need to go like this so it doesn't flicker in FSX. We can't have things overlapping. Okay, so we're going to draw around like this. Make sure we're on the corners. There. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this face. Perfect. Okay, and looks like we need one right here as well. Again, you don't want things overlapping, so you're just going to draw it in. It won't cost performance too much. Alright. Looks good. Let's now, we need to look at, let's see. I wonder what we need to do now. This thing might be about done, actually. One thing we can do, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to edit this now. Go inside this component, and we are going to draw something out like this, and we're going to say point, oh, I don't know, what the heck, 0.3. Okay. Then go over here. We can just use our axes and let the line, the tool lock to it to draw the rest of our lines here. And then right here on the bottom. Okay, we just need to extrude this. So, piece of cake. We just need to go out some distance, say 0.1 for now. 0.1. This way. And over here, 0.1. And let's delete these extra lines. There's one here, and there must be one over here as well. And I think we want to bring this out a little further, so let's bring it out to right about here, another 0.2. Okay, that looks good. Now you'll notice that if I color this, so you can notice it here, you notice how these two components clash. Basically, it's going to look like this in FSX as well. So basically what we have to do is just go in here and fix this by, let's just change that color back to default now, and raise this until it doesn't flicker anymore. So we'll raise it. Let's raise it 0.005 to be safe. We'll do the same thing on the bottom. This time we're kind of bringing it down, but whatever. 0.0, did I say 0.005? I can't remember. Maybe. And we're still getting some appearance here. So let's go another 0.05, or 0.005, amounting to a total of 0.01. This is something that's going to be tested in FSX to see if it still flickers or not. And if we did that wrong, I want to do 0.005. There we go. And it may still, but we'll see. Okay, our Jetway is coming along. I'm going to go ahead and delete these components. Some things we still have left to do. We need to add, there's a door right, let's go take a look at this Jetway. There's a door right here. Let's see, to add the air kind of thing here. We can add electric unit. There's some details left off, even off of this Jetway right here, that I'm planning to make this one a little more detailed. So hopefully in the end this jet will be nicer than this one. That's my goal, at least. Alright, but I think that this will make a good replacement for video 2 of the Jetway, Static Jetway tutorial series.